It's Thursday, everyone. I'm Andrew Dow. Time for our Happening in the Hamptons podcast, our weekly breakdown of the Hamptons market, new listings, and events on the East End. We are sponsored by New York Title Abstract, the Hamptons' leading title insurance firm. Visit NewYorkTitle.com. We have Steve Glick, Dave Rattiner, and joining us today, Mr. Elliot Pegg and Vincent Horcasitas. How are you, gentlemen?
Doing great.
Busy, I know you're busy because I'm working with you guys all the time. The Vince Horcasitas team is like cranking. Elliot, you've been busy. You've had a great year, which we're going to talk about. Let's start with that. So you've been in real estate for what, two and a half years,
two
right?
2.5 years.
And you're kind of a great example of, people get into this business and I think they have high hopes of what the outcome is going to be. And the reality is, to get there requires a lot of time and effort and hard work. And you've put in that hard work. You've put in the hours. You've been doing it. You've been digging for years. And this year feels like maybe you're starting to see the turnaround. So you've had how many deals close this year?
I'd call it the fruits of labor.
Yeah. I mean, it's like in today's world, everybody wants the quick success, but the success doesn't come without hard work. So Elliot's put it in. Now you got a bunch of closings coming in. So tell us about them.
Yeah, well, when I first met Vince, one of the first things he ever said to me was, "You're not going to make any money for the first 2 years." And I kind of looked at him and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Like, this is a terrible business plan.
And I'm like, that doesn't sound too exciting. But I knew that being on a team was a good idea, and that's kind of something that I knew that would be good for me and my personality. And then it is true. For some people, I'm sure they have, better luck or they put more deals together, but it definitely took a bit of time to get going. But now, once we're in our third year, it's been busy. Been pretty non-stop. We've had three homes have already sold. We've had 3 in contract, and we have 2 more where they're kind of pending O&A. So
and that's all this
all
year,
done by
right?
you.
This is,
Yeah, that's a reminder.
and Elliot, this is 2026, right? This is year that you already had it.
We've listed them in 2025.
It's not one person. It's a team, Dave. It's a team.
These were all things that were brought in by Elliot, which is very exciting.
He worked on it.
It's a team. I mean, listen, Alfredo's involved in some of them. Vince obviously is heavily involved in all of them, but for sure, it's I've been quarterbacking some of them, and we've been working hard to get them across.
So, Elliot, what was the best advice you learned from Vince?
In regards to what?
Sales.
Put in the time. Put in the time,
okay.
and he mentions it probably every Monday on our meeting. Is that you're a salesman? At the end of the day, you're selling, and you're selling houses, and you're selling the dream to people out to live in the Hamptons, and it's about being the salesman, being personable, and putting the time in.
ABC.
Always be closing.
Yeah.
And knowing the inventory, knowledge is power, right? I know you guys really study the listings you have, the inventory, know what's coming on and off the market. And, the hard work does pay off, and we're seeing it right here.
I think going to open houses as well is a big one. That's one thing that Vince and Alfredo have said is go to open houses. We do a lot of open houses ourselves, and then that's just one way that you kind of learn the market.
And you seem to really know the listings now. Like when somebody asks you a question about a property, you're like, "Oh yeah, there's 2 bedrooms on the first floor. One is en suite." You seem to know everything about the property just immediately. What's the value of that? Like when did that kind of click with you?
I think that was kind of training my memory, because I honestly don't have the best memory with certain things, and it's kind of training that and learning, but it's also walking through the houses. I can't read a sheet and it doesn't stick.
You got to see it. You got to touch it and feel it.
Go there.
Yeah.
If I do open houses there, if I do showings there, if I go there, it's a lot easier to remember it. And
Now,
Vince will put me on the spot sometimes, so I'm on high alert and trying
Tested
to remember. But
Yeah, I've seen that before. Vince tests you. That's funny.
Now, let me ask you a question. Why this year? Why this year you guys had so much great success as a team? Like, I know you started, Vince, you were talking to me yesterday. You guys had an amazing year. It's only 6 months into the year, and you have well over $100 million, sold. Why this year? What's going on?
Let's start off with, you lose a lot in real estate, so it takes time, And one of the things I like a couple of the members of the team are tennis players. And so I always I think athletes have a better chance in a sales job because you have a lot of defeats in real estate. Sometimes it's a little luck. Other times it's just, keep putting things against the wall and something eventually sticks.
Yep.
So, the successes this year don't come from just this year. These are things we've been working on for a long time.
Yep.
It's just all of a sudden, sometimes, they come in threes. Other times, you can't, nothing's going on and you're wondering what's happening. And the next thing you know, you're selling 3 things in a row.
So you just never give up. A lot of agents, they lost a deal. The next thing they go into hibernation for like 6 months. They're down and out. You just got to get back up
Keep
and
going.
start a new day.
You gotta let it roll. You gotta let it roll right off your back.
Yeah.
It's got to be like water coming off your back because it's, you don't win all the time in real estate, and that's the tough thing about it. Sort of like tennis, you go out there and you're not winning all the time. You're not winning every single point when you play, and if you don't win the tournament every time you enter in it. You lose in the second round. You win a round, you get to the semis, whatever. You got to take a defeat.
But your point is that's how you win. You win by accepting defeat and being able to move on quickly.
Correct.
Wow.
That's really good.
That's great advice.
I really
You
like
really
that
broke that
philosophy.
down. My mind's blown.
I mean, people have. I don't think I've ever really heard it from a real person saying that. I've seen people say that online or things.
Well, just think about it. You're working on this $10 million deal. You've been working on it for months and months, and you haven't sold anything. And all of a sudden, you have this big commission coming in, and then in the final 99th hour, the deal blows up.
Right.
Which happens a lot. There's a lot of moving parts. All of a sudden, it's a defeat. You got to, and if you're
and some
you
people just collapse. Some people just say,
collapse.
"Fuck."
If you haven't made any money this year, and all of a sudden that deal blows up on you, you're going, well, now what do I do?
Right.
So you got to just
got to keep going.
dust yourself off and get up.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Elliot, you guys also been doing a lot of rentals. You don't just focus on sales, a lot of rentals. And this year in particular, we have the U.S. Open coming into town, right? This is coming in, I don't know,
Couple
June.
weeks.
Yeah, June 15th or something like that. It's coming into Southampton. So what's going on with the rental market?
It's interesting. I think people are renting. I do believe that people are going to wait till really close to the time. I think people don't understand that there are no hotels here and there's not really many places to stay.
Wait, so you think there's going to be a big boom like a week before?
I think and I hope.
Wow. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to rent your place?
No.
No.
Because that's going to open a whole can of worms of what I need to do to my house. And I want to go to the golf, and it's we have the kids in school. It's just it's too complicated. But
I always hear that it's like, oh, why don't you rent your own place? You can make so much money, and it's like, this is like the main time of the year that I want to actually enjoy my place. Like it's hard to give it up, even
tough. We will down the road.
So tell us about the rental market. You were going on and talking about is it been busy this year?
The rental market in general has been nuts. Definitely more than last year. I think Vince would agree.
Yeah, it's up 40%. We're the company wide. We're up 40%. We've done, I think, 9 million in GCI. We've done about 60 rentals this year already.
Holy smokes!
And we've got another 10 on the books already. I mean, it's a great rental year. I think not to let the balloon out of the the air out of the balloon, but the U.S. Open, everybody got kind of pumped up about this U.S. Open thing, and it really, if I take a look at the 60 rentals we did, we've done less than 5% of June rentals. Yeah. This is a July through Labor Day market out here. Yes, you get the Memorial Day to Labor Day. Yes, you get some June rentals here and there. We're starting to see a few of them now, but it's not. It didn't happen, or it hasn't happened yet. Maybe it'll happen last minute.
The hype was not real.
Yeah,
people are going to be attending this U.S. Open, but they are going to be traveling via the train, staying in Riverhead, where there's a lot of hotels. But who knows? I mean, Elliot, look, there could be a little spike a week before where people scramble to come out here and grab a quick 1 week rental. And that's the thing. You can rent for 1 week or even a smaller period of time, right?
3 days.
3 days, right, in Southampton. They changed the law this year to allow for short-term rentals, 3-day rentals in Southampton. So maybe we'll see a bit of an uptick as we lead up to the U.S. Open. But nonetheless, the weather's shining. It's going to be a great U.S. Open, and I'm looking forward to summer.
It's awesome. Let's talk. You had a sale listing you do want to cover. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I have a listing. I really love it. It's on Deerfield Road. It's 2587 Deerfield. It's a great house. It's 5,500 square feet. It's on over 2 acres, 5 bedrooms, 6 full bathrooms. All the bedrooms are en suite. Beautiful landscaping, tennis, pool. It's got some really cool features to this house. So it's kind of something I just wanted to bring up. I really care a lot for this house, and I really hope that we can get a sale done at some point.
This has tennis, you said?
Has tennis, yeah. It's one of those.
Wow.
It's not that many homes in this price point, in this area that have tennis.
No, that's what you mentioned. That's what caught my ear. Yeah. It was like, wait, did he just say it has pool and tennis for under $5 million, $4.5 million? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
In Sag Harbor.
One thing that's cool as well is that you have kind of a separate living space with 2 other bedrooms as well. So it's really great if you've got older kids or you have people that are guests that want to stay. There's a pool table over there. There's a wet bar, big TV. So it's a really cool house.
Great.
Yeah, this is a great place. Look at the pool. Awesome.
Deerfield is cool too.
It's a great part of town. I like that. Yeah.
Good location.
Close to everything.
You can get to a lot of the towns.
Centrally located pretty well.
Yeah.
Good.
I always like that puts you in a place where you're going north and south, right? You want to go to Bridgehampton,
Yep.
you go south. You go north, but you're not fighting that east and west traffic. All right, so let's talk big picture. Steve, what do you got for the numbers?
Yeah, so this week, 23 listings went into contract from West Hampton to Montauk. Last year, 24, small decrease of 4%. 2 years ago, it was 25 listings, so a small decrease of 8%. So over the past 2 years, it's been, I would say, pretty steady. For the past 2 years, it's been the same amount, plus or minus. The breakdown of 23 transactions, 1 over 20 million, 1 between 15 and 20, 5 between 5 and 10, 2 between 3 and 5, 6 between 2 and 3, 8 between 1 and 2. Dollar volume was 113 million. Last year was 62 million. That's an increase in dollar volume of 82%. And 2 years ago, the dollar volume was 138 million. So a decrease there of 18%. 33 new listings came onto the market. The inventory increased by 10 listings. The breakdown of the 33 new listings, 1 over 20, 1 between 15 and 20, 5 between 5 and 10, 7 between 3 and 5, 8 between 2 and 3, 9 between 1 and 2, and 2 under a million. The inventory is at 1,765 total listings, 1,406 active, and 359 in contract. So a steady week of listings going into contract, and new inventory keeps coming on the market. So we keep seeing increased inventory, so that's good to see.
There you go. We're coming off a little bit of a rough weekend, like Memorial Day, the weather wasn't so great, but it's back,
The official kick off the summer, Memorial Day. Now we're in it. We're in the summer, so there should be a lot of great events happening.
Which is what we have Dave for.
Unbelievable great events. It can't get any better. We're going to start off with the Potato Hampton 5K in Bridgehampton that Steve will be running this weekend. The Potato Hampton 5K. It's a legendary race. It's arguably the most beautiful 5K in America, potentially the world, because you just basically run through the Sagaponack you run through the roads that pass by the potato fields in Sagaponack, hence the name Potato Hampton. That is May 31st at 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and it starts at the Daniel Rogers House right in Bridgehampton, which is right up the road, kind of over by Starbucks, kind of like across the street from Starbucks over there.
Okay, all right.
So you could do that. Then you have live music at Rumba in the Hampton Bays. So I went around the room. So Andrew Dowd, you like Hampton Bays. Steve, you like West Hampton Beach. So I got a West Hampton Beach thing. I got an English, British thing happening. So that's how we're doing. So Andrew Dowd, this is where you're going to go. You're going to go to Rumba and Hampton Bays from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. All weekend long. They have a live music there. I haven't been there in like 10 years. Is it still the same place?
Yeah, it's
Is it
great.
still
What,
amazing?
Rumba?
It's still, it's all, the food doesn't change. It's great. Great place.
It's a great
Good vibe.
spot.
You can pull your boat up.
You can pull your boat up.
Dock there.
Beautiful view.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, the boat, your boat.
Yeah, you order a rum drink, and it's like they bring out a gallon handle of rum for you to drink out of.
You get the
It's
rum
like the
punch.
fruit punch. Yeah, it's like this big mason jar or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Rumba. What's not to like about that? Then Elliot. I don't know. Elliot's British, so the Hamptons Music Festival is proud to present Echoes of England. Echoes of England.
Ooh.
That's exciting.
You can hear it in his
sparked
voice
his
how
interest.
excited he is.
So that is, let's see, that's tonight through May 30th, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And you can listen to, I guess, an orchestra that is English inspired, beginning in St. Luke's Episcopal Church right in East Hampton, which is an absolutely beautiful church, to Bridgehampton. They're going to the church there, and then they're also doing another one at the Presbyterian in Springs. Live string music, and it's all British music. which is Elliot's a big fan.
Man.
Look at that smile.
Come on.
See my face right now.
What's going on at the Surf Lodge? Do we have anything? Who's at the Surf Lodge
hang
this
on.
weekend?
So this is for you. At Fauna in West Hampton Beach, there's jazz on the patio at Fauna in West Hampton
Great.
Beach, so you got to go there. That's May 28th. That starts this week from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. You go 6 Parleto Drive in West Hampton Beach. You're going to want to do that for live jazz at Fauna in West Hampton Beach. And do you really want to know what's going on at the Surf Lodge?
I mean, that's what all the listeners want to know. What's going on, this weekend, Surf Lodge. That's
can
the
you
spot.
even get
They have
tickets?
$150 chicken fingers, I heard.
Can you even get tickets at the Surf Lodge? Is it even possible? Let's see. I just Googled it. The summer music lineup for this weekend, we got Francis Mercier. We have Max Styler. You can buy Max Styler tickets, and you can buy Goldfish tickets. You're a music guy. Do you know any of those guys?
I do love my music, but never heard of any of these guys.
All right. Well, you got Max Styler. Max Styler. He's really good at the Surf Lodge. So you have to buy tickets directly there. You have to go to thesurflodge.com to get them, and that's the 29th.
Great.
And I just want to look up what the cost of a ticket is. I'm kind of curious. Thousands of dollars if you want the good seat.
Okay.
So there you go. That's what's going on this weekend in the Hamptons.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, we'll let you continue a great year. Get to it. Stay busy.
I'd like
We
to talk
appreciate
about
it.
2 listings before we
Go
stop
for
here,
it.
Okay. So 2 new listings that we just started representing is 25 and 27 Fresh Pond Road.
Yep.
Yep. 25 is priced at $10,900. It's on 2.36 acres, 7 bedrooms, 7 baths, 2 half baths, a little over 8,000 square feet. Has a pool, has a room for a pool house, water views, minute walk to Sag Harbor. And 27, which is listed at $15,990, just under 16, is a 9,000 plus square foot house, 8 bedrooms, 8 baths, 1 single half bath, beautifully done on 3.65 acres, backing up to a reserve and also water views.
Something for everybody over there. If you want the modern or traditional, you have it there. They're right next door to each other. It's great.
It's a great house. If you haven't seen it, you should come by this weekend. We have open houses. And thanks so much.
All right.
You got it. All right, we're going to call that a podcast. Until next week, everybody enjoy your weekend. Have a great day. I'm Andrew Dowd. That's what's happening in the Hamptons.